Man.
It's beer o'clock. Yay.
Oh, I gotta go get my nuts.
All right, get nuts.
The nuts.
So I noticed when we were talking, we were showing off Connor. We were listening to some music that we were listening to a song I suggested that had no lyrics in it whatsoever. It was called Mess Mend by Horse Lords, but it stopped after about 30 seconds, presumably because engineering was like, no. But
technically, they played it.
they did.
So-
They played it for as long as they had to.
They played it for a polite amount of time.
I think that whole album is really good if you could just zone out to it for about 40 minutes or so. Brett, what do you have here?
Well, I was going back through the archives, which is the private message I send to myself on Slack throughout the year, and I was like, I wonder which beer I did for Hoyte last year, and it was the Pilsner. So this year, I decided to bring on the Dark Matter. This is kind of their other signature style. Although I say style, the style is Dark Matter. According to Hoyte, they do not label this beer under your porter or lager or ale, anything like that, because it's not really any of those things. It's a really interesting mash. When I'm describing this beer, I usually say it's like a black ale or black lager, just because it has kind of that classic porter style, but it's a very light body and finish. Yeah, it's a really interesting one. I think it would go great with Tim Tams. Unfortunately, there's none left.
Well, there's gonna be nuts.
Did you all demolish them?
Yeah, they're all gone now.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, engineering. Everybody at engineering got a Tim Tam.
Yeah,
Good.
we're not,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So you want them to throw them back up? Or what?
No.
No,
We
no.
shared them wildly. It wasn't just us.
it's absolutely not a problem. You can have this beer without Tim Tams, so it's totally fine.
Oh, hold on. You're saying we can drink a beer without a Tim Tam?
Okay.
Like in
It-
what universe?
It might not be the recommended way to do it, but
What am I
Can
gonna?
you Tim Tam slam a beer?
I was just thinking. Kind of want to try. I think this would be a good beer for it.
you know what? This would be a great beer for it. All right, let's crack into this one a little bit. Eric, I'm gonna put you to work again.
Always happy to do it.
So yeah, the Hoyte Dark Matter is exactly what it sounds like. It is nice and dark and rich. It has a little slight bit of hops to it as well. Actually, I looked up which hop it was, and it's a BC grown
I'll set that one for
Williams.
Jacob.
Hang on, it's right. It's got to be right here on my phone.
It smells so fruity.
It's wild. It's Willamette is the hop that they use. It's grown in BC. Really kind of like it's not a strong like bitter profile or note to it, but it's meant to just be a little bit of a balance. Look at that one.
Yeah, I feel like anything sort of acidic, like I'm gonna say chips and salsa again, would crush with this beer.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of true. So this being a darker style beer, really big. Like, they went heavy on the roast for the barley on this one, and then they did chocolate malt, a little bit of otter malt to it too. So it's got a really nice, rich kind of body and flavor.
The back of the can has this little guide where it's like color all the way at the top, malt all the way at the top, hops way down at the bottom.
Yeah,
Like a quarter of the way up.
quarter of the way
it's
up.
tiny.
Yeah.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Everybody has Tucson or bus stuck in their head.
Yes.
Oh, and I will
Yeah.
for the next 6
yeah,
months.
yeah.
All right, I just make it sure. It's like it's a Tucson or a bus.
I'm
like
also-
it's just right there.
I'm happy to
Sorry,
blame
not sorry.
Andy for it. It's so good. It's so good.
Just
Yeah.
resonating in your skull.
I love it. I've never heard that song, or probably have, I guess. I don't remember.
No. So like nice rich chocolate, a little creamy on the palate, very lovely. One of my favorite beers from Hoyte. Thank you, Travis, for hooking us up with this one.
Yeah.
It is outstanding.
So good.
Yeah, stouts. Now, you're speaking my language.
Well, actually, you were out getting nuts at this point.
Getting
The Dark Matter is the only beer they will not classify with a style. So it's not a
Awesome.
porter, it's not a stout, it's not a lager, it's not a black ale.
It's dark matter.
Nothing. It's dark matter.
Dark matter. Okay.
It's what it says in the can.
Beer is as dark as my heart. That's where we're like browns, reds, and whatever this is.
Yeah.
About my speed.
Yeah. It's outstanding.
See, this is where we're the opposite because I tend to go for lighter beers like pilsners and lagers and ales. No, what are the lighter ones? Pilsners,
Kolsch.
Kolsch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
love
yeah.
a good Kolsch.
Yeah.
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 One of my favorite kind of like dark, like essentially purple beers that I ever had, and one of the first ones that I had, one of my stage combat instructors at SUNY New Paltz, Stanton Davis, took me to this place called Bacchus, which was just filled with various types of beers. It was my first like really encounter with like a place that really loved beer, and we got a pitcher of Vorsteiner Dark.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, Vorsteiner just whips. And the dark was incredible. They had it on tap. They got it right from Germany, apparently. And
Wow.
we drank the whole thing, and it was like it was a 20-year-old and a 46-year-old, and he just put me under the table.
This is very popular in Vancouver.
Yep.
You'll get
Yeah.
this.
Dark matter?
Yeah, it's my go-to.
Yeah.
Is there a little bit of spiciness to those?
Little bit.
Oh, and
I was
the
trying
nuts.
to identify
those?
the nuts.
This is my favorite part of the day is guessing the nut.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
Yep. Not a smoky spice though. I don't get
No,
smoke.
no.
So it's not a chipotle or something.
Could be jalapeno.
I trust your palate more than mine for types of spice.
This one's tough. Because
Yeah.
there's salt in there too.
Yeah.
Like really salty.
It's like very barbecue-esque.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's just chili? Just like chili.
Yeah.
Could just be a red chili. Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine because I forgot to write on this bag, so I don't know.
All right.
Wait, really?
They're
Really,
delicious.
I have no idea.
They are great.
Don't know.
Chili, I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
That
yeah, I
sounds
think
great.
it's. Yeah.
They do like a barbecue,
Yep.
as I understand it.
That's
in
delicious.
Australia.
I'm given to
Barbecue
understand this.
chips.
Yes.
I could eat that whole bowl right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Go ahead.
Jacob,
Okay.
did you know that there used to be a place in town in Victoria here called the Rathskeller,
Oh,
where you could get Warsteiner, but unfortunately it closed down a while ago because the people who owned it retired. But a long time ago, like before I even moved to Victoria.
So you can't have that, and something else you can't
Okay,
have.
just let me finish my
please.
story.
Of course.
They would sell boots of beer. And they would sell a single person a boot of beer. In fact, they'd be fine if 2 or 3 or 4 people at a table were like, yes, we'll all have a boot of beer. And,
Yikes.
in addition to that, not only would they sell you a boot of beer, if you were the first person to finish your boot of beer, you would get a shot of schnapps from the bottle.
Kathleen, in my experience, getting a boot of beer, you have to write a check or put a $300 deposit on
Oh.
the boot. Because
Oh.
if you break it, you bought it.
Not here. They were a very trusting bunch.
No, they're all right.
It's in Canada.
That
not
sounds
Texas.
awesome.
Right.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
So,
Definitely not something I could indulge in at this
No,
time of my life.
I can tell you that
Excuse
when
me.
I did it, and I got my shot of schnapps,
Hey.
I was riding pretty high. In fact, then I went out to another bar afterwards, and that is how my friend Brad, who was supposed to be picked up from me on Sunday to be in a Loading Ready Run video that he was coming over for, phoned me, and I picked up the phone, and he went, "Hi, it's me. I'm at the ferry," and I just went, "That's good.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Bye bye.
I'm dead." So that was the last time I ever had a boot of beer. 'Cause my very patient friend Brad was like, "Please don't do that to me again."
I had to take the bus.
Yeah.
I like the bus from the ferry. He didn't suffer too much.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I used to ride it in all the time.
I've never taken the bus down from the ferry. Never had a reason to. At
It-
some point.
It takes a while.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
If you can get a seat, then you're smushed in with everybody else, but it's kind of cozy. If you have a book and a seat, it's great.
Yeah. Like it's a nice like if you think of it as like an extension of the ferry trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. But normally I drive there, so I don't need to do
You know
a
what?
bus.
I
But
think
yeah.
by some weird coincidence, I've never driven on the ferry from the island. I have taken the ferry from Vancouver to Vancouver Island multiple times, but never back the other way.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity, highly recommend reserving a ticket because then you're guaranteed to be on the top deck.
Oh, yeah, that's-
and that's you can stay in your car and watch the world roll by. sublime experience.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Absolutely.
Until the BMW car alarm starts
Yeah,
going.
until the car,
Every
until the car alarms go off. Yeah.
Beamer!
Yeah.
There's a reason for it. Apparently, so BMWs have these sensors in them that like go off if the car is suddenly being randomly tipped up at a funny angle, like it's
Right.
like being jacked
Oh,
up or
wow,
something.
okay.
And it
But the-
can't be disabled.
And it can't. Well, apparently it can be disabled, but apparently people just don't. And the problem is when you're on a boat, the boat rocks in the waves,
Yeah.
and so the tip sensors go off all the time.
That makes sense.
Well, this was absolutely fantastic.
I went simplistic.
It's
My
good.
favorite beer so far is this one.
Oh, yeah?
But
Yeah.
also my favorite nut, so it's really a compliment.
They do. They work
This
really
is-
well
this-
together, actually.
This is a banner day for Mikey's palate.
Yes.
You know, this is our second to last beer and nuts day.
Yep.
Ooh, an ultimate beer and nuts.
Do we want to do something like a little special for tomorrow because it is our last day?
I think that's probably a good idea. Let's do something a little festive tomorrow.
Boots!
Yeah.
Boots! 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 Boots!
I'll see what I can do.
I loved it. Oh! Andy, thank you for having that ready. That was same.
Now you've experienced the complete loss of control. Just like I thought we had. Nope.
Oh, has Jacob Nutt already had the complete loss of control today?
That,
I definitely have. Yeah.
I was watching.
Yeah. Oh,
It was
I've changed my
amazing.
underwear like twice. Oh, that's not what you meant. I'm so sorry. No, that's yeah. Yeah. Just because this has been a day of surprises and loveliness.
This has been a day where I watched a man mist walk into a dragon's mouth and explode.
That was
Yeah.
great.
That was awesome.
He made the
That was
dragon.
fantastic.
Banner day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. I've never.
Of course.
I so rarely get to play in games where it's like, who cares if this character explodes. In fact, actually, that might be really beneficial to me.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd asked for a one shot, and one of the best things about a one shot is having a character that you can, you drive it like you stole it. Like, yeah.
I
like-
don't think I've ever had a character survive a one shot. Nor should they.
No.
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 Nope. Nope. You just turn that into a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
And with that one particular blessing and the combination, anyway. Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna be
gonna-
thinking about this game for a long time.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna put Shade on a shelf and then I'm gonna build an effigy around him with candles.
Yeah.
Gone too young. Shade
just a little like LED thing, never missed. Yeah.
never missed
Never
that.
missed, always missed.
I mean, at least he's still driving, so.
He missed a jump and still landed the hit. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yep.
Shall we retire back to the stage?
Let's do.
Let us.
Yes. Brett, again, thank you so
Of
much.
course.
Yes.
We'll see you back here this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Delicious.
Oh, that was